Ooh, we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Let me just shut off my phone. Welcome to episode number 3, número 3 of Let's Talk Sex, baby. Anyway, today I just left work a couple minutes ago. I just came home, bought my dinner, which is going to be tuna, because now I'm doing my cut, so I'm starting to just eat clean again, and etc. I think I am going to turn the camera a little bit here. No, it has to be there. Like here. It was good how it was. Fuck. Let's go back. Let's be like Quantumania and go back. I don't watch Marvel anymore. Hello. Welcome. So today we're going to be doing episode number 3. It is a Friday. It is extremely hot. That's why I'm wearing this. I was doing work and I did a university tour with the international students. So I am quite tired, I gotta be honest, but I just wanted to do this episode because this weekend might be a little bit crazy in terms of doing streams. I may not have much time. I may only have time tomorrow morning, and I kind of feel like I should play PS3. So we're gonna get this out of the way. And out of the way because I love to do this. Come on, man. Okay, so we're gonna start. We're gonna do this for about 45 minutes, something like that. Okay, not too much because I am a little bit tired, but it's gonna be a great episode. So as always, give me a second. Jeez. As always, we are gonna go to the top posts, and I'm actually gonna do this week. And yeah, we're gonna go for sex education and also relationship advice. We are going to be doing more sex education than relationship advice because, as you all know, the relationship advice is always a little bit kind of bland, and it's always just like improving the styles of communication. Okay, so yay, let's start. I don't know if I have Twitch tags because it doesn't say, like in here it doesn't say that I have Twitch tags, but in the other one it says. So I don't know, I'm going to put some tags in here. I'm gonna put some tags and we will just see how it works. I don't know, because on my phone it says that I have tags, but in here I don't. To the point, it's 2 minutes since we started the stream, and always this will be live on my YouTube channel, so subscribe. Okay, first question of the day. Does insecurity prevent you from having sex? And by the way, I am going to leave my door open, and if my dog barks too much, then I will close it, okay? So do not worry. Does insecurity prevent you from having sex? Kinda. I've always been pretty comfortable in my sexuality. It's simply an enjoyable activity to take part in. But it has no correlation to who I am or what I'm worth as a person. Interesting. It's an experience, not a performance. I'm starting to sense that this is not how most people engage with sex. For most people, it's about validation, feeding the ego. Okay, I've had partners express their embarrassment over their penis size. Okay, so this is it can be a male too, but okay, there's semi-flaccid erection, not being able to come, okay, etc. I'm shocked as much as everyone seems to hype up sex, so many people are suffering in silence. Is this true? Does insecurity stop people from having more sex? Yeah, I mean, insecurity in the sense of like the environment around you. So especially if you grow up in an environment where you don't feel safe about masturbating, about just, exploring your sexuality. I'm saying masturbation because it is the first thing that we do, to be honest, and the first contact that we have. If you grow up in an environment where other college mates or flatmates kind of shame others for being sexual or whatever it is, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, then yeah. And I think that's from where the insecurity comes from. I think it's different for each person. There are people who feel a lot of guilt from society, such as Catholic guilt. Yes, that's true. People who are just uncomfortable with their body. People who are raised on popular media standards. Yep. Yeah, they aren't worth anything unless they make their partner orgasm. That is so true. This is one of the most biggest misconceptions about sex is this. You don't need to make your partner orgasm, okay? And yeah, you're seeing it right. You're absolutely right. Just I'm curious about other people's experience. I've had sex with tons of people and I don't have a type, so I've been with old people, young people, people of all races. I haven't met more than a handful of people who are okay talking about sex. Really? It's just kind of odd to me. Damn. Interesting. Because, like, I grew up in a household where it's not like you talk about sex, or it is kind of open to talk about it, but I feel protected if I want to talk about it. But I mean, I don't feel like necessarily how the way that I express myself. Also, I'm using English, so it's easier for me, but all the knowledge that I have about this, like, sexual education stuff, it wasn't really imposed on me. It's not like I have anyone in my family from that area. I just am super interested in stuff like this. And it started with relationship advice, and now it's more like sex education. Anyway, second question. Too long but good girth condom. Basically, I've tried a few condoms. Now that I've found a condom that's good in girth, it seems like a little too long. Okay. I don't know if it's something I have to worry about, or do I live the... That's kind of weird. Yeah. I just leave the last part unrolled and it will be fine. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I say it's weird because maybe he is trying to use the whole condom, so to speak, but the condom, like, the condom stretches, so it's, you know, that's it, it stretches, you know. Does size really matter in sex? No, but also yes. The main point is no, because you don't have sex because of size, but at the same time, size does have an effect, direct effect, how much pleasure you have, if the pleasure is good or bad. I think this guy was at university. I wonder if he's Erasmus. He seems kind of lost. Anyway, so yeah. People have different... Can you guys see this? Yeah, I think so. People have different priorities, so it could range from no, not at all, to absolutely. Okay. It's really how responsive and pleasing you are. Women feel a bit more pressure, sometimes too much, if someone is big, but they can feel average size just fine. Think of it like dancing. If you jive, is that a word? If you jive with a rhythm, move your hips and be creative, it's enjoyable. Yeah, but that doesn't mean bigger is better. Yeah, that's kind of like the misconception a little bit, I guess. So yeah, I didn't say anything on chat. Have a nice Friday. He's standing next to me. Is this normal? I just learned that I can squirt. With that being said, my significant other, male 20, has been making me come with squirt. Okay, she's 28, okay. Back to back when he's fingering me, and even when we do missionary sometimes. Missionary? Ooh, okay. It feels absolutely great. There's no answer to be given. If it feels great, just embrace it. You are lucky. Very few women do squirt or learn how to. It's considered the most intense orgasm you can have. Jesus. Okay. Easy down there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read it because it doesn't seem like relationship advice. Now seriously, chill. Jesus Christ. Hi, I'm 17 and my boyfriend is 18. Both of us have never had sex before, but we've done some other things. Last night I invited him over, and well, we were both ready to finally have sex. The thing is, he wouldn't fit me. It was very awkward, and we didn't know what to do. We ended up giving up the idea of having sex because it was very weird. We don't know what could have happened, or we had condoms. We were both pretty aroused, but I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm kind of embarrassed, and since he is too. Even though we end up laughing. By the way, we have used toys before, so it's like he's simply a way. It's not like he's simply way too big for me, because I've already done stuff that are as big as him. So maybe it was because we were nervous. How can you feel anything? What do you mean? The thing is, he wouldn't fit me. What do you mean he wouldn't fit you? It seems possible that you were nervous and your mind has just found a reason for the two of you not to fuck. But does she mean it wouldn't fit him, and like it wouldn't go like it wouldn't, he couldn't penetrate you? If that's the reason, maybe that was because you were nervous and not warmed up, you know? But she said that they were aroused. Kind of weird. We were both pretty aroused, so I think you were aroused, but maybe like so excited that you were not relaxed, you know? Because sometimes you are aroused and you are like, you cannot wait for it to start, and then you're just like, ooh. I got nervous. Should I use a pill? It was my first time and I got hard and we had sex, and this is all planned. We planned to meet at a certain time in car to have sex. But it came to taking off my pants and I was hard, and then I wasn't, then I was. But every time before I got inside her, I was going limp. I was embarrassed. Wait. I did go in her once as expected. I came in like 2 minutes. Kudos. But I could have gone for a second or if I was nervous. Should I use a pill? No, bro. Just get used to it. Honestly. I know this is a very weird thing to explain, but when I was a kid and I was doing the transition to kind of like having sexual thoughts, because you do have sexual thoughts when you kind of grow up and you're still kind of a kid, you know, that's the truth. I guess when you are a teenager, I think that's the age. And there's this sort of weird thing that like you get so aroused that you are scared that you're going to kind of like piss yourself. I don't know if anyone has had the same experience as I did. I have never had that happen to me, but I've had that, like, you are so aroused that you feel weird and you just, I don't know. So I'm saying this could be a thing of where he was aroused and his dick was just like, he didn't know how to act, so to speak. I mean, just try it again. Yeah, do not take the pill. Chill out, get a relaxing place next time. Yeah, especially inside the car is not good. It's not good. But interesting. Oh, I don't have enough knowledge about this. Why am I looking? I should look. I got this focused. Women. I have erectile. Is that how you say it? Dysfunction. Erectile. Erectile. I read it wrong. Sorry. Hey y'all, I'm 20 years old and I used to watch porn and yeah. I'm starting to cut it off. I have erectile. What should I do to get my hard penis back? First, cut off porn. Second, try to use your imagination as much as possible and just give it time, okay? Because I feel like because we consume so much porn, I'm actually doing a challenge without porn. Almost a month now. Yeah, next week is gonna do a month. No porn and no Reddit, like no nudity in general. And we get so used to literally climaxing to a certain type of image, even if you have like a favorite, how do I say, fantasy or a favorite way of being aroused, whatever it is. And I'm saying like a fetish or whatever. And we get so used to that and always the same variables, because when you have sex with someone, there's so many variables, like the noise, the way, the mood that the other person is. But when we watch porn or stuff like that, it's always locked in. It's always perfect. You know what I mean? So that kind of fucks up your brain and your dick. But I wouldn't say you have erectile dysfunction. I would say just cut it off for a while and you will be good. Addiction problem. Yeah. I'm actually gonna read this, but we're gonna switch a little bit to this one. Okay, yeah, we're gonna switch to the relationship advice. Not sure how to cope. I mean, a lot of these are just like, I don't, it's the truth. They're just like communication issues. So I'm gonna read this one. I gotta eat something. I'm so sorry, guys. Guys and girls. I mean guys in general, okay? As like the population of the earth. How can I, 24, female, stop feeling insecure and jealous in my relationship with my boyfriend, 26, male? They have been dating for almost 5 months. We're good friends. Before that, we have very opposite schedules. I wake up early to exercise and go to sleep early, so I'm mostly free. My boyfriend works during the day and stays up in the evening like 3-4 hours later. Okay. How do I stop feeling insecure? Okay, so his friends from school, mostly girls, follow me on Instagram. I've met a couple of them before, and they're really nice to me, and he always tells them about me. Because yesterday I opened Instagram and I saw them hanging out and taking pictures together and just started crying. I haven't been able to sleep. I've been up. I have my own life. Why am I so insecure? Bro, just talk to him. I mean, if I had a girlfriend who was going out with a lot of male friends, depending, but generally, if you are with someone and they're going out with more people and you start to feel insecure, first of all, it's normal to feel insecure, so just talk to them. It's not like, oh, you know, we can't be insecure and we have to always be fine. I mean, it's not always like that. You have to know how to communicate your feelings, okay, which is kind of hard, I get it, but just ask them. I say that it's kind of hard because like one of my first girlfriends that I had, there was once that I made a stupid comment and we were out, and then I made this stupid comment and things just didn't go forward because of that. You know, we both got resentment from each other. Now we're friends and we talk good, but I mean, we were young too, so. But it's mostly my fault. I assume that. This is a good one. Jesus, where do all these women come from? I have no idea. Jesus. Wow. How do I deal with an extremely, and I say this in a good manner, I'm just attracted. That's it. Don't want to sound like a creep, but come on. They look good. How do I deal with an extremely negative wife who thinks she's always entitled to criticize even when asked to stop? Okay. They're 40. I'm going to tell you one thing. It's hard. If she is used to doing this for years and years and years, it's going to be very hard for she to just stop doing it. Especially because you've been together, like you said, 15 years. My wife, 41, and me, 40, is very negative. So my wife, fucking hell, I hate when they write like this. My wife is very negative and constantly criticizes everything and everyone, including me and our 2 kids. Yeah, that shouldn't happen. That is a fucking red flag right there, especially towards your kids. Are you dumb? We've been married 15 years and this has been her behavior since the beginning. Only in recent years I have seen it and gotten increasingly intolerant. Okay. We've been through a lot. It's been much worse than necessary because of her constant negativity. We've both been to therapy and marriage counseling in past years, which helped us work through a lot of issues. But in my mind, this is the last great hurdle in our marriage. Bro, you either put up with it and try to explain to her, and if she doesn't change, then you continue to put up with it or you get out. But if you have been on counseling and therapy, my advice would be to just do it for that, and explain to her that you want to do it for that. Yeah, put yourself on the line for your kids. Sure, it bothers you, but it's probably destroying their childhood and self-image. Exactly. No. I once had, this is so crazy, but I once was in a relationship, and the father of the girl that I was in a relationship with, I'm not gonna say bad, but he was not a good communicator. That's all I gotta say. And not a good communicator in the way of like, it's not that he doesn't express, it's like he doesn't know how to express. He expresses it in a bad way. And I was like, bro, if I am gonna have a serious relationship with this girl, and we will further down the line have kids, I don't want this person to be around my kids. I always thought about that. Always. Always. Every single fucking time. Stop working on your wife and start shielding your kids with info and protect right to refuse to involve them in constant insults and misrepresentation. Yeah, she absolutely destroyed me. I lost years of my life because of her. Yeah. It's very bad because, like, why would you... I mean, people have kids for different reasons, but I always think like this. If you are going to have a kid and you are going to treat him bad, unless it wasn't your decision and something like that, but then why are you having kids? You know what I mean? Like, come on. You're bringing someone to the world that's going to meet so many fucking people. That's why when I work and I sometimes feel like people are pieces of shit, because they are, I'm like, why are you like that? Did your parents do something wrong with you? Like, what happened? There's got to be a reason for it. And I know that we're not perfect, and sometimes we just, you know, we just are kind of effed up in our minds, and we have, how do I say, we're very reactive. That's what I mean. But there's got to be a reason behind it too. You know what I mean? Because I find a lot of people like that. They're very judgmental. They're very, I don't know, man. They have their own reasons. I get it, but like, come on. If you are gonna have kids in the future, come on. I just gotta answer my dad. Another question that doesn't really have a solution, but I'm gonna read. Okay. Sorry, I just gotta answer my dad because we're gonna see my grandmother over the weekend. Whenever I come back home to visit my parents and siblings, they're constantly fighting between them. My parents were narcissistic abusers. I went away to college and began healing. When I visit at least once per day. Jesus Christ. There is a yelling match between my younger siblings. Everyone is trying to gang up on each other or just needing to be right or dominant without seeking. I don't understand enough about healthy and unhealthy to understand what's going on beyond that, but it's a real stressful lot. My brother, my sister, you don't need to understand anything. You exactly said it. It's stressful. My main opinion, and this is easier said than done, thank you so much, it is to have a conversation with them and tell them that these habits that they're having, they are destroying themselves. Second thing, do not visit. Stay away as much as possible. I know it's dumb to say that, but honestly, I know what it is like because of the last situation that I told you. It's super stressful. You come back home, you have to recharge until like the next time that you go see them, and it's an ongoing cycle. It's fucking bullshit. You are an adult now. You get to decide how you spend your time and who with. That's it. Yeah, this is good. Maybe it's also time to redefine where and what home is. Whew. That just hits the mark, baby. That just hits the mark. Well, this is an interesting one. I caught my daughter at bed with my best friend. So a dad, 39, caught her daughter, 19, with his best friend. I have cut off contacts with my friend, but what do I do with my daughter? I mean, with your daughter, just ask her. Try to understand if she did it, if there was any reason why she did it, like, I know she's 19 and she won't be able to put that into words, but try to explain, try to understand why she did it. If it was just for fun and she was like, man, okay, I am kind of attracted to him, so why not? Or if it was for like to stick you up, you know, just do it because, oh, if I do this, then he will get mad. If it's the first one, I mean, I would be kind of fine. I wouldn't be fine with it. I would just absolutely fucking wreck the guy. But that would not fucking fly in my house. But I'm not saying that you did bad. I'm just saying that I would have the same reaction, and stop contacting with this guy. It's important to find out how long this has been going on. Act itself didn't happen until after 18. He might have been grooming her before that as well. Someone says to record the conversation. What the fuck? I understand it, but also it's kind of weird. Like, the daughter, she won't be safe. I mean, unless you do it without telling her, but... For what point? The point to just put the guy in jail, so to speak. Maybe. How should I reply to my friend who wants me to spend half my salary on a meal for him and his girlfriend? What? What the fuck? Just tell him no. My Phil, what is this? Oh, damn. Okay, I'm not gonna read that because I don't really have advice for that. There's just... Okay, we're gonna go back to the sex education. Addiction problem. Oh. We have already done 57, 7. We have already done like 30 minutes. Like this. That's why I love to do this shit. Again and again. I gotta listen to the last Shadow Puppets after this. Addiction problem. I'm 13. I'm addicted to porn and masturbation. It originally started 2 years ago during the unspoken pathogens prime. Bro, how do you know that word? Pathogens prime. Wait, are you talking about COVID? What the fuck? I saw a nude photo shoot on YouTube while browsing. A nude photo shoot on YouTube. How is that possible? And I clicked it. Along the way, I saw better porn. I corrupted. I can't live without it. Okay. Please help. I don't want to ruin my future. Here's the thing. You have two options. The first one, continue doing it like you're doing it. Or the second, like you said, you want to stop doing it. So you put boundaries to yourself, okay? You erase all the fucking porn that you have. Yes, all the porn that you have saved. Yes, erase it. And then you can have a better, how do I say? A better chance of doing it clean and reducing it. Masturbation is not cheating. And just because you masturbate doesn't mean you are ruining your future. Yeah, but it depends if it doesn't... I mean, if you prefer to masturbate than to go out, I mean, but that's not really... Because it depends if you're an introvert or not. But if you masturbate and it's like you really want to do it and you have some other important stuff to do and you take priority to masturbate, maybe masturbation is not that good. And it's not even masturbation. The problem is not masturbation, is porn. The problem is porn. It's not masturbation. Bro, because I'm doing this challenge without porn and I'm masturbating normally and I don't give a fuck. Do you think I give a fuck? Oh, you know, I masturbated. Bro, what matters is what type of content you climax to. That's the main point. Help with perspective on sex. I'm just gonna put my window a little bit more open because I can see shit. He's standing next to me and your love. Last Shadow Puppets. 25-year-old Latina. I'm repressed sexually. Like in a sex is kind. Okay, sex is bad. Thanks to all of my sexual assaults and being caught and hit by a parent at an early age, how do I get past this? I'm ready to embrace sex and being openly, but my brain is all or nothing. Okay, I'm gonna give this answer in 3 points. The first one, you need to go to therapy or do therapy by yourself. You need to, this might sound like bullshit, but again, if people want to believe me, trust me, this will help you. Relive the situations that you're talking about. Every single situation where you felt sexually oppressed, sexually assaulted, everything bad that is creating in your mind a cloud, relive that. Sit down, write in a piece of paper that the episode and how it happened. And that way you need to dissolve it, okay? Dissolve it. You need to read it and just take a deep breath. I know it sounds what the fuck, but trust me, do it. You will feel much, much better. You will feel worse at the beginning, of course, because you are reliving this, but you will feel much better after that. Trust me. That's the first one. The second one is being with someone who is open and who knows your stories. And when I mean, you don't have to tell him every single fucking detail of what happened, but just tell him so that he knows that if you feel uncomfortable, you should stop. And he shouldn't take advantage of you, literally, okay? And the third one is start masturbating. Just understand what you like, understand how you like in your body, do it yourself, okay? And this will help you improve much more your positive mindset. And not just positive mindset, because I'm not saying that you have a negative mindset. I mean, it's a tool for you to go beyond, okay? And to go beyond and actually feel like it's your home and not just go beyond. Because sometimes we go beyond and we're like, oh, okay, I'm here, but it doesn't feel like home. You have to go beyond and then you have to be comfortable there. You have to own it. You have to relax. You have to embrace it. Hope it helps. This is the best question that we have answered to. This person said exactly the same thing. Find a therapist, masturbate. You need a partner you can trust. Exactly. Sex education. Hey, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open my sex education office. I'm going to help everyone. That's what I'm going to do. Need help about sex. Yesterday I had my first ever sex in my life. I struggled to go inside my girlfriend's vagina. I can only push the small tip of my penis inside her. Any tips? Yes. So, the thing is that it may hurt because it also depends if the other person is a virgin or not. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference, but if it's your first time for both of you, you're going to be nervous, so it's going to be more closed. It may sound kind of stupid what I'm talking about, but it is true. So, just get comfortable with that person. Get comfortable with yourself too. And foreplay. Just do a lot of foreplay, a lot of I think it's foreplay that you say, that's the word. Relax, try more often, don't pressure, and also use lube. Talk about it or better, make fun about it. Foreplay, yeah, that's it. Take it slow, the vagina can relax as fast as a penis. Yeah. It needs, on average it takes 30 to 40 minutes of play for someone with a vagina to feel ready for penetration. 30 to 40 minutes, people. I think not a lot of the sex education questions would be fixed with this, but a lot of the problems, they would be fixed if men didn't have a dick. And it's not just that, if men did not climax through the dick. Because when you climax and it feels so good, and you know that every time you climax you're gonna have an orgasm, that's where your focus goes to. You know what I mean? You just wanna get it, literally. Give me just a second to put this down and turn on some lights. All he had to say was goodbye. Is this better? Is the light better? Ooh. For you, it's still a lot of brightness, but for me, it's kind of shit. Jobs in sex education. I love sex and I'm passionate about popularizing holistic sex education, including things like pleasure. What are some good places to find a job in sex education? Interesting question. I actually want to know. Pleasure pie. Alternative routes to becoming a sex education. If you are passionate about this stuff and you keep yourself informed with up-to-date information and you talk to people about it sometimes, you are already a sex educator. And I pat in the back. Okay. The traditional route is to go to college, major in sociology, social work, psychology, health, or gender studies. And then look for a job at a sex ed nonprofit. This is a great way to become a sex educator. Okay. Have a workshop class. Get a job as a community health educator. Make the sex education materials you want to see used in classrooms. Build a community. Yep. And I just remembered that someone sent me a text about one thing of my car, and I have to tell my dad. Okay, help. No PNV penetration. I don't know. Only figuring an oral. I came in her mouth and she kissed me, and I went down on her as well. It's her due date today, but still no period. She is feeling cramps, but no other symptoms. She might be late. Is she pregnant or not? We've answered to a lot of questions similar to this. I would say that you are fine. Yeah, it is not possible to get pregnant from that. She went down on me. I came. She kissed me and I went down on her. I might have sperm in my mouth. And the fact is that, yeah, sperm is a lot more fragile than you think. It will have been killed by being in her mouth, let alone the possibly also being in yours. Unless you have a little mouthful of fresh semen, which you immediately somehow got to the very top of her vagina. There's a little easier way. GG. Ooh, perspectives on idea that orgasm, sex, etc. is good generally. Idea that peace would be easier with less sexual problems. It sounds good, but any general claim sounds confusing, especially people who say this. What? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. Perspective on idea that orgasm, sex is good generally. Idea that peace would be easier, relaxing. I mean, you can talk about two things in here, which is the first one is a perspective and how can I convince you that sex and orgasm is good generally. You can see that if someone is sexually oppressed or repressed in terms of like sexual assaults that they have, and it's kind of fucking them up mentally, and I'm saying fucking them up in the best way possible. We have a cloud over our minds. We want to have a positive mindset. We want to be relaxed. We want to go for it. We want to give ourselves, open up ourselves as a flower. That is bad. So if you have a good sexual mindset, if you have a good sexual set of tools and you are open and you don't have any mental construction that you need to worry about, you just go through life much better. And plus, when you climax, bro, you should see your face. It feels great. So the second point is that peace would be easier with less sexual problems. Yes, but I agree with you in the sense of like, if you mean that, yeah, less sexual problems, but sex exists. I don't think that peace would be easier if there are no sex/sexual problems. There also need to exist and happen sexual problems so that you just evolve a little bit more and experience even more. Imagine this, you always do the same position, missionary, and your wife or girlfriend or partner, let's just say it partner, your partner, whatever it is, if you are homosexual or straight, your partner feels that it's not good, but he doesn't tell you. He doesn't talk about his sexual problem. How would that make you feel when then maybe possibly in the future you break up? You would be like, but you should have talked to me, you should have opened up. Exactly. Did I speak too fast? I'm just super excited about this stuff. I'm just like, I live for this. I live. Okay, last two questions. Is it possible for me, 28 female, and my partner, 40 male, to regain trust? I found out a huge thing he's been keeping from me and lying about our whole relationship. J. Recently, I stumbled on an old social media post he made before we met, where he admits and even brags about said things. I was shocked. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, he told me that the past is the past. I told him that I did not agree with, and I hate that it's happening. Okay. What was the thing? I don't understand. I will tell you, if he screams and has this type of reactions, just don't stay with him. I don't think she tells you. I don't think she explains here what really kind of threw her off. But it was like some old stuff, so. Okay. We will do one last question in each. My boyfriend 23 wants to go for a trip with his female friend 22 that I feel jealous about. Bro, just break up with him. Honestly, who would fucking do that? I mean, come on. My husband might be obsessed with his coworker. You know, this is an interesting question. Hello everyone, I know what I shouldn't have gone through his phone, but here we are. I found saved pictures, screenshot, Instagrams and others of his co-worker. Oh no. There are also text messages in the archives. In his first job, she was his personal assistant, and he then went to work in a bigger company and he mediated her job. There's an assistant. What the fuck? She's not his personal assistant anymore, but they're in constant contact, and their offices are next to each other. When he mediated her, I found myself a little jealous. I already knew. Okay. She had a boob job done in the meantime. Why are we talking about that? He is really into big boobs. Mine are small, and as I saw, hers are really big. Okay. Okay, he sometimes tells me how good of a job she's making. I really don't know how to deal with this situation. Okay, first thing, you shouldn't have gone through his phone. Second thing, if he is so obsessed, have a conversation with him and tell him that you're jealous and see how he acts and how he reacts. Third, this is a weird answer and advice, but here's the thing. I don't know what type of job he has, but imagine that you have a job that you fucking hate, and there's this one person in the job that you actually enjoy working with. Okay, she may be sexually, or he may be sexually attractive, but you enjoy their company. And you know that it is ethically incorrect to keep talking to this person. You just have to do a judgment in yourself, because you spend 8 hours or more working. You have something good at work that actually makes you survive it better. So you have to do the judgment. I'm not saying to this person, but us in general, we have to always make the judgment of like, okay, am I pursuing this relationship with this possible friend, possible co-worker, girlfriend-ish, or am I staying loyal to the person that I have at home? I'm not saying what is best or what is cheating or what is not cheating. I'm just saying that there are more variables than just saying, oh, she or he is more attractive than me. This person is working 8 hours per day outside their home. They are tired. And maybe he feels some comfort speaking to this girl or a woman, etc. But what is not normal is that he has saved pictures of his coworker, because that means that he masturbates to them. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Last question. Weird question. Weird question. I don't know what to say. Oh, he was young like you. I don't know what the fuck the song says next, but yeah. Last question. Drum roll. Drum roll. Okay, this is the last one, and I don't know if this is really a question. Are there answers? Because this is quite a long one. We're gonna finish here, okay, guys? Okay, it's loading. Okay, understanding psychology of some teen girls wanting sex, and I mean really wanting it. 17 male. Here my question sort of has two parts, and some parts, as you'll see. From my observations at school, there seems to be this particular type of girl who really wants needs sex. I really thought teenage guys were the peak of horniness until I started talking to these girls. Until I started talking to me, because, well, they seem to really want you to know that they've had sex, and a lot of it. I guess my first question really boils down to two things. What's up with this? Like, do certain girls have super high sex drives? Are chicks just laying for attention? Could this be linked to autism? By no means am I saying that these girls have ASD. However, the three girls that I have in mind all have pretty similar personality types or traits. Okay, ways of speaking, etc. On to a different type of girls. This is the pretty much my girlfriend. So while I think I have a better understanding of this girl, she wants sex, but it's very obvious. What? From social pressure. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay. They probably haven't had sex yet, and I'm assuming they haven't masturbated and felt an orgasm before. Anyway, this generally interests me because while even virgin dudes like myself have a nonchalant approach to sex, the orgasm, seems like these girls still have a big deal of it. Make a big deal out of it. It's almost like they don't realize it'll be over in like an hour or two, if not less, and the sexualization will be short term. Bro, whoa, you are 17. Don't say that. You sound like me. How do I break down to her without sounding condescending, or should I go along with just from... Okay, I'm gonna tell you one thing. It probably sounds like you overthink a little bit. Now I'm saying this in the best way possible. It sounds like you would be interested in studying a thing related to politics and to stuff that it's a lot of thoughtful stuff. I'm just saying politics in the way of like, it's the most generic word and coarse subject that I can think, okay? I'm not saying by generic that it is not hard. That's not what I'm saying, but it takes you to write, think, reflect. Reflective. You're a reflective guy. I would say that yes, the peak of hormones, it's this age, and also the peak of women, it's from 17 to 20, 22, something like that. That's the peak of women, okay? That's the peak. It is. So it is normal that they try to find sex and that they want to experiment it because they just want to have fun. You know, sex is fun. Sex is great. I think what you think, and it is true, is the social pressure of just having sex. But it's more of like they want to have fun. And by them having sex, they also have a higher status. I know that this may sound, what the fuck, no they don't, because they're judged. Women are more judged than men about sex. Yeah, but women enjoy... They enjoy sex more. They have more orgasms during sex. Okay? As men, we only enjoy one orgasm, which is the climax. I'm not saying that women always orgasm. What I'm saying is that they have more orgasms. They have more pressure points, so to speak. Okay? I'm trying to put things simple way to finish the question. So my opinion is, forget the reflective stuff. Go with the flow, for fuck's sakes. You're 17, but I appreciate your post. Go with the flow, enjoy. And if you want to have sex, sure. If you don't want to have sex, don't have sex. Don't get caught up in the, oh, I don't want to do it because it's the social anxiety or the social pressure. You know, like what the fuck? I don't mean social anxiety. I mean, like, I don't want to do it because of society or this or that, or I want to do it because, yes, you know, I want to feel validated. As long as you have this reflective style, whatever you do is fine. You know what I mean? So the main point is, I told you about the peak of women from 17 or even 16 to 22. So they will have more sex at that age, and they look better, and it's different. It's just their peak. And for us, our peak is later, okay? And it's when they have the most power, and they can choose whom to have sex with and what, etc. And the other thing is that, okay, there's kind of a social pressure and there's like validation, but sex is cool. So, yeah. I don't know. And about the thing of talking to your girlfriend, I mean, just tell her that you want to have sex when you feel clear and when you feel like you really want sex. You know, you don't want to be pressured into it, and you don't want her to be pressured into it. But maybe she doesn't even understand it. She doesn't have this reflective mindset as you have. So people are different. Just something to consider. Guys, we finished. I can listen to the last Shadow Puppets. Thank you guys for watching. I will be going for a workout now, or just watching The Office and grabbing dinner, maybe. Hope to see you when I see you. I hope to see you when I see you. What a great goodbye. Have a nice weekend. I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. And I'm going to be professional and put the ending screen. Bye-bye. Yeah.